Morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today?
Outstanding, sir.
All right, so everybody knows we're here for something really special, something that only happens once a year. We give out a pretty significant award every year to a young man throughout the greater Sacramento area. One of your students has been selected, went through a rigorous screening process, and we're here to honor him for all his sacrifices that he's put on over the last several years in his high school career. All right, we're joined here today by the commanding officer, Major Glenn Taylor, for RS Sacramento, executive officer, Captain K. He is also the director for all scholarship applications. Sergeant Angelos Delos Reyes, he's the one that actually found Jacob Pendleton and put his package together and gave him the opportunity to be an NROTC scholarship recipient. The commanding officer here, the lieutenant colonel, and senior master sergeant as well. Thank you, principal and vice principal, for allowing us to do this here on your campus today. And without further ado, that takes us to our presentation. Jacob Pendleton is a phenomenal young man. I've had the opportunity to work with several NROTC applicants throughout the year. RS Sacramento put up 50 applications this year and only 3 were selected. Just to give you an idea of the scope and magnitude of this application process, 350 applicants put in for the Western Recruiting Region. That's everything west of the Mississippi, all the way to Hawaii, Guam, and also including Alaska. All right, 350 applicants go in. Out of those applications, 20 were selected for the Western Recruiting Region. So it's a pretty significant accomplishment for Jacob to have been selected for this scholarship. Just to sum up a few of the things that Jacob has done over his high school career, be part of several sports teams, to include the cross-country team, wrestling, football, also part of the student body, and also the senior cadet captain. All right, cadet captain for the NROTC unit, all while maintaining a 4.2 GPA throughout his high school career. Pretty monumental task, not something easy that comes along for a young man. He's accompanied here by his mother, his girlfriend, his brother, sister, and his grandparents that helped him accomplish these tasks in his life. And without them, I'm sure he wouldn't be here today. When talking to the senior master sergeant, I was told that Jacob came in his freshman year, took the exam for the Air Force JROTC, and blew it out of the water. When 99.9% of the students that take this test actually fail. That's what it's meant for them to do. To show them how much they don't know, so then they know what to expect in the future and what they need to learn. All right, it's a phenomenal program that they run here at Hiram High School. And he gave Jacob Pendleton the opportunity to hone his skills in discipline and leadership that he needed to put him a cut above the rest when applying for this NROTC scholarship. So without further ado, I'd like to call up Sergeant Angelos Delos Reyes, the Marine Corps recruiter, and Jacob Pendleton for the presentation of the $180,000 scholarship to Stanford University.
On behalf of the United States Marine Corps, I'd like to present this check to Jacob Pendleton. So it's a full ride scholarship to go to Stanford University.
Like a few words, Jacob?
Sure. I just want to say that I'm extremely grateful for every opportunity and every person that's ever helped me through my entire life to get me to this point. It's a really prestigious award that we're getting, and I'm honored to have it. Again, I just want to exude gratitude. I know I don't really fully get it yet. It's kind of surreal right now, but I'm looking forward to the future from what's going on. Thank you.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we had KCRA 3 come out here at 8:35. We're going to go on a live shoot with KCRA 3. If you have classes that you have to attend, we do understand. But we are going to be doing a live shot here with a news reporter here from KCRA 3 momentarily. I have the proof right here is the actual live. We'll be going live here momentarily. So if you want to stand by for that portion, you are more than welcome to. I know Jacob will be honored to have you. Again, to the principal and the vice principal of the school, thank you for making this all happen. This is a huge deal out here in the community, and it means a lot for us to present Jacob with the scholarship. Not only is he a great leader, but he is not a normal human being when it comes to athletics. I am one of the fastest Marines in RS Sacramento. I've never been dusted on a run until I ran with Jacob. All right, so the last mile in our little race, the 3-mile race, normally is at 18 minutes is a perfect. Here I go, and I've never ran past slower than an 18-minute run, and Jacob is just going. I looked at him and I was like, just keep going. As long as I can see you, I know you're going in the right direction. All right? And this says a lot about his character. You know, we look into putting individuals up for this scholarship that are going to be leaders among leaders. I've been in the Marine Corps 13 years now as a gunnery sergeant in the Marines. And now Jacob, once he's done with college and commissions as a second lieutenant after he graduates from officer candidate school, I'll be saluting him, and he'll be one of my superior officers. He'll be barely, 21 years old, 22 years old, and here I'll be a 36-year-old gunnery sergeant or a master sergeant at the time, God willing, and I'll be saluting him, and he'll be one of the officers in charge of us. So the screening process is very difficult for us. He had to go out on a pull-up bar, do 20 pull-ups, which he did easily. He had to do 100-some-odd crunches in 2 minutes. And I did this to him when he walks in his police uniform from the little police academy here. Still had his belt on, trousers, polo shirt. He walks in and I was like, good, get on the pull-up bar. All right, as soon as you're done with that, get on the floor. We're going to do 100 crunches. By the way, do you have your workout clothes here? Because we are going on a 3-mile run. He didn't know we were going to do it in that order. He didn't know it was going to happen then on the spot. He just thought he was coming in for the final parts of his interview. And I ambushed him, and he was ready. So it just says a lot about that kind of individual to walk in, get ambushed, do really well on this whole interview process, and destroy the physical fitness portion of the examinations. He did extremely well during the interview process as well, and obviously ended up winning a scholarship here, which is something that 350 people applied for and 20 received.